Happy anniversary, baby! Hey XYZ fam! Welcome to our 1 year anniversary special.
Oh, 1 year flew by so quickly.
1 year flies when you're really having fun.
I know. So if you're interested in seeing what we talk about in this video,
come along with us.
So as you guys know, we're backpacking Southeast Asia and we've done a lot of budget stays and a lot of budget hopping and going to the scrums of Vietnam on the roadside.
If you haven't seen the Vietnam video,
go and check it out, right? But for this one, we wanted to spend a little extra money and we wanted to kind of book ourselves into a nice hotel.
I believe in you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, yeah.
We spent it in Phuket, Thailand, in one of the Wyndham Hotel, really classy Asian luxury, and I don't know, I love nice things. Good girl deserve good things.
I was just happy to be here.
Yeah, the weekend was very chill. Oh, this is nice. Oh, hello, welcome to our crib.
Happy anniversary, baby.
There's a bathroom here, real nice. And looky here. Ooh. This is so nice. Thank you. You're so sweet, husband.
You're welcome, baby.
The swan. If you know, you know. Well, we could have fixed by the duck for the vlog because...
Babe, it's not a duck. It's a swan.
Oh.
And then we kind of just spend the rest of the evening chilling out. Yeah. We lay down in the bed and watch Shark Tank.
Yeah, Funny thing is that when we got married, we didn't get that honeymoon thing on the bed because we never had our blue paper. Sometimes we never care.
We had other things on our minds.
We never care about the display at all. We have a honeymoon story video.
Maybe you gotta know. We can't sleep with my Jerusalem.
And I really liked the hotel. We had access to a spa, the pool, the infrastructure was really nice, the people were really sweet. It was exactly what we needed. It was very cozy. We went to the beach, very chill day, and then we ended the day with dinner and a movie. It wasn't a movie.
It was an actual show.
It was a show. It was a live show.
Who's that pretty lady?
Outfit check. It's anniversary night, guys. Xaundre doesn't know this dress.
It's so nice though.
You like it?
I love
it. For a lifetime underneath the moonlight, cause I don't want us to go. No, I don't want us to go. Yeah, you could be my lifeline, you could be my sunshine. In a world so full of pain, can you make it go away?
It was an actual live show. We can't show you guys actual clips because they didn't allow us to record. So it was good, but after about 40 minutes in, it started to get really boring. And we're kind of falling asleep.
But I just got to be there with you.
I was just happy to be there with you.
But I think my favorite part of that show was they had like a buffet before the show.
The buffet was great.
That was great. It was like an authentic Thai buffet. They had like Thai food, they had like Indian food, and they had like Western. It was just so extensive and I love that.
I can't believe you love me.
1 year ago and a couple days we got married. Still my favorite day to this day.
Hands down. No day comes close.
Xaundre Mohansingh, you are everything I prayed for and more.
As we stand on the brink of our forever, I reminisce on my eternity past. One thing that has become incredibly clear is that you seem to have been there for most of it.
As our adventure continues, I look forward to the plot twist in our story.
I think of the sentiments voiced by well-meaning but misguided compatriots that connote that we are, at this juncture, signing away our freedom and committing to a life of bondage. Nevertheless, at risk of sounding contrary and even contentious, I'll make it abundantly clear that those sentiments are not mine.
I vow to continue to dance with you in the most random places, even when we're both offbeat.
Your fun-loving spirit keeps me entertained. Your appreciation for adventure keeps me on my toes. Your spiritual discernment keeps me grounded. Your beautiful face keeps me smiling.
Sir, it is your moment. At this time, you may now kiss your bride.
Baby, it took just one kiss.
Do you have any regrets?
Like wedding regrets?
Well, first of all, regrets about marrying me.
No, baby. No, I don't have any regrets. Like, you're the best decision I've ever made. What
about the one to follow Jesus?
You know, say that's the number one. Come on. Stop trying to play me, bro. Wedding regrets. So, we don't have a lot of wedding regrets just because our wedding was really well planned. Big up wedding planning team.
Big up
Especially
Ashley.
But yeah, the wedding was really nice. But with all things, you know, in retrospect, we can think about stuff. Do you have any regrets?
There are a couple of things we'd have probably done a little differently.
And sometimes, like, it shows that because let me tell you, say, it was planned to the T.
To the T. To the T.
It doesn't matter how much you plan, things are going to fall out of place, you know. And I remember there was supposed to be a 2 o'clock wedding and the rain fell really, really bad. And at 3:30, almost 4 o'clock, when the rain was falling, it all just meant nothing to me. And I was like, we've been planning this wedding for, you know, a couple of months. I've been having what I want my dream wedding to look like, and I've put so much effort into every single detail, but because it was raining, I couldn't get to marry you. And all of those things felt like nothing anymore. I was like, but rain or fall, it doesn't matter what, even if I have to stand up in the rain, all of this, I just want to, you know, I just want to get married to you. So so it all just never mattered anymore.
I'm sorry, that must be the most childish, immature blush I've ever given in my whole life.
Remember the time you did say something very profound, I was like, I like your hair.
I heard something from Sister White that says, when you're looking for a wife, you need to find somebody who is fit to bear her share of life's burdens.
Yeah.
That's this girl right here.
Okay.
And yeah.
You're nice. I like your hair.
For me, it was raining and I was just like, honestly, God, it's about time that this rain stops so I can go and get married. Like, I didn't even think about all the things that were going on.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, so we need to say I do.
Yeah.
So where does that part come in? And I was just like,
Exactly.
honestly, if you even bring Zara come, or I go over to her car and we sit down in the car and pass her in the driver's seat and we do it
That
in a
would be
car,
sufficient.
that's fine. We just
would
need to
be
get married
sufficient.
because this is not going down the drain.
And the rain was actually my worst nightmare. The rain was my worst nightmare.
But it's interesting because even though it rained, it worked out in our favor because the
Right.
place was hot prior to it starting to rain.
Exactly.
And then it rained, and then when the rain eased
it
up,
was
guys,
such beautiful weather.
it was great.
Almost
it was nice and
perfect weather.
overcast,
Yeah.
but still enough light for you to feel nice and in a good vibe.
Yeah.
You start to realize in that moment
The little
that
things.
you can have the best like wedding setup if you're not just excited about being with your person and getting
Yeah.
together with your person on that day, then you can really get caught up in the little things and miss that one big thing.
Yeah, and we also had like a tea station. It was a good idea, but nobody really used the tea station.
This is Jamaica.
No.
Nobody go make tea at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, I thought, the reasoning was that we got married in the mountains, as you guys know, and it's a windy road, so just in case anybody got sick or anything, but everybody kind of use a teacup them for soup.
It was a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea,
I
but
think
we never...
It's very thoughtful. It's a very thoughtful
Yeah.
gesture, but I don't know that many people found it useful. So if you guys are considering a tea station,
Yeah.
maybe just one box of tea.
We got like all the flavors and sugar. It was a whole thing, okay?
Would you guys believe me if I told you that we still have most of those tea
Oh yeah,
stuff
we have them
in our home?
yeah. s'mores. So we had a s'more station. I personally like s'mores, but I don't feel that my guests.
They didn't understand.
I think
it.
my guests like it, but there was way too much because it wasn't a one. We had 70 guests and then 70 packs. We never need 70 packs.
Oh, we didn't need 70
packs. 70 packs because everybody there never wanted one. So maybe I'd have cut that in half.
Yeah. And because it's not a very big s'mores culture in Jamaica.
Yeah, s'mores is.
You would now have to explain it to them.
Yeah.
And then they would have to be like, oh, okay, cool. You have to touch back with them at some other point for them to actually try it.
People love the coconuts.
So, because Jamaica is a coconut place.
Yeah.
So people went to the coconut station. I also really loved that our cake was coconut cake and pistachio cake.
Yeah.
We didn't have fruit cake.
Yeah, we never had
None of us likes fruit
We
cake.
don't like fruit cake. One little piece and that's it.
I'd prefer none. I just don't like fruit cake. So our guests came with the expectation that they were going to get fruit cake because that's what most people get at weddings. But instead they got coconut cake and they got pistachio.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that we did that wasn't traditional and I'm glad that we did it.
Yeah.
One of the things that Ashley was saying when I spoke to her, she was like, I wish I had taken Xaundre's phone from him because like on the day people were like calling him. That we had like pictures and videos for every segment, and I went through and I made like a photo list and a video list so that my photographers and my videographers would know every single, when I tell you say
every shot.
I was type A bride, okay? Guest experience was on the top of our list. One of the things that I really wanted our wedding to be was an event. We wanted people to have fun. We want you to
actually enjoy it.
We wanted you to enjoy it. It was an event, right? So cocktail hour, I heard, was great.
Potentially the best part of the wedding for a lot of people.
A lot of people had a lot of fun at cocktail hour because there was a live band and there were all these activities. People were dancing, chopping coconuts, drinking this, and we had a lot of food. Like by the time people came to reception, they were full.
They were already full.
There was
because one big coconut,
Yeah, and there was coconut. There was s'mores. There was popcorn because it's a festival. There was
like wings.
There was wings, fruit plates. Fritters, like there was a lot of food. So we not have no video cocktail or more than like what people took with their phones.
I guess that's a little regret.
The parts of the wedding that were for us, we enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm glad that we kept it small. We had a virtual aspect which helped us to invite as many people as we wanted virtually, and that we could keep it small because it saved us a lot of money
and a lot of headache
to deal with logistics.
Yeah.
Also didn't print programs because we thought it was a waste of money.
Waste of paper, waste of trees.
So we had electronic programs that we kind of sent out the day before the wedding or the morning off or something like that. The reason we didn't use QR codes is because you need internet to get QR codes, and just in case somebody never had data, we never wanted them to feel out of place. I think actually I printed programs for our parents because like my mommy should want something printed, and she wants to actually hold on to that. Yeah, but we don't really like things, so especially Xaundre. We also weren't going to do souvenirs, and
because Xaundre don't like things.
We see a lot of souvenirs being wasted all the time when we go to weddings, and so said so done. We still have a lot of the souvenirs. A lot of them are still, some are at Ashley's house, some are at our house. Because people just never took them.
Yeah.
We eventually got them as a gift because we were like, we don't want souvenirs, and then somebody was like, okay, I'll gift them to you. And we're like, okay, so yeah, maybe if we're doing that, we still wouldn't do it. Live streamers are supposed to experience something completely different from even people who are in person. But we even lost like a cord and a camera during the rain. Like a lot of things happened, not just the operator.
Yeah. But
a lot of
equipment
went awry. Yeah, I'm glad that we had everything at one venue. We never have to do the whole moving and kind of moving people around.
So we were able to get in a lot of photo taking time.
And our photos were bomb.
Big up yourself, Hugh.
A moment for the photos. Let's just put them right here.
Yeah, you could be my lifeline, you could be my sunshine.
Is there any big lesson that you've learned this year that you want to share?
Marriage is like a never-ending sleepover with your favorite person in the whole world.
That's me.
I kind of wanted it to be that. And like leading up to marriage, I used to say that's what I'm going for.
Like a lot of fun. It's just.
But to have actually experienced it for a year is beyond blissful.
So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Let's see the sun and have some fun. I'm so tired of living life in gray, babe. And you deserve to see the world from the others.
I'm really grateful that I got that opportunity to experience that this year. And, you know, for years to come, I don't want it to ever die. I want us to keep on being intentional about learning and growing together and helping each other to become just a better version of ourselves. And I really think if we keep on just pushing, just keep on pushing. I mean, of course, you know, we take our time to relax and enjoy it, which, I mean, we've done a lot of that, to be honest. But if we keep on like being intentional and not just allow things to just we call it just fray out and die. I think if we keep on being intentional, we'll enjoy it.
Yeah, you know, we've heard that the first year of marriage is going to be the hardest year. It's great.
This year was great.
This year was great. And I don't think it's because we were void of issues. As you guys saw, a lot of our issues were public. You guys knew when we were stressed out. You guys saw when we got flooded out. You guys see when Xaundre popped down at work. You guys saw when we had bad weeks. You guys saw when the fan broke down. You guys saw when I was missing my friends. So many things happened over this year that we experienced publicly, not even privately, publicly experienced these things. So it wasn't because the year never had issues, but because of how we decided to tackle those issues. And I've seen growth in both of us as individuals over this year.
100%.
In just the way we deal with life and tackle life, and the way we've become much more sacrificial and much more I guess also intentional about our relationship as well.
Can we take a minute to acknowledge what Zara said just now, becoming more sacrificial? Guys, Zara actually no longer has an issue with us ordering one fried rice and then we share it.
Still getting over it.
So
me still not understand why we can't order too small. Why? Tell me. Why we can't order? You order small, me order small. Why we have to order one large? Because then, guys, the boundaries get blurred. Last night, Xaundre won we buy one ice cream large. So let me say, okay, so the ice cream are melt. See, if it's not yours or mine, how do we decide who eats what first, and then who gets the bigger part? Like, how do you split ice cream? Like, no, buy two small, man. You know. But I have grown a lot.
And we have learned much about how to make this work. Because normally I'd have probably gotten upset and I've just been like, you're not seeing the vision. The vision is that we're trying to be frugal. You know, you're not catching the Schweppes.
This year, I think, so in addition to being, you know, sacrificial, and I've learned a lot about what true submission means. And I've learned a lot about always aiming to become a better version of you, and understanding that both we have individual lives, but now we're building a life together, and that's going to look different from when I was building a life as a single woman and how you were building a life. So making decisions that you know is Zara's decision, but is now Xaundre's, is now our decision, and that was a little bit of a challenge for me, but it wasn't too hard.
I've had to not see life as a single man. It's there's a very big shift in how you view life as a single man and as a married man. And we were talking about it the other day with Miguel. You guys will meet Miguel one of these days. But basically we were saying, before you get married, you're grinding and you're just working and you're looking for the next promotion, or you're looking for the next accolade, or you're looking for the next big thing. But then when you get married, your priorities change. You're now looking, what will work best for my family? You know, what's the most sustainable? What's going to give my family the best quality of life? You know, how are we going to make this work? So it's really a shift in perspective that I think has taken place over this year. I'm very grateful for it. I feel like I've matured a lot, and we as a couple, we've now marinated in this idea of being one.
Yeah, I think so too. And you've done a good job at leading our household in a way where I'm confident that God is a leader and you're listening to his voice. At no point did I ever feel like you were being dogmatic, ever felt like you're being controlling. And that's why it's so easy to submit, you know, because I never felt out of order. I never felt at any point I was being taken advantage of. I always felt safe. And I'm grateful for that. And for the ladies who are watching this, and especially if you're thinking about marriage or you are already married and these are issues that, you know, submission is an issue for you, or something that you see will be an issue for you. It's good to talk to God about it, but to surrender to God first. Because if you don't surrender to God, then you won't know his will. You won't be able to hear his voice. And it's because I would have learned how to surrender to God, then I could now surrender to my husband in a way where I knew that he was in his will. Because if you never did in a God will, I couldn't surrender to you.
I was also about to say that for the guys, it's unreasonable to expect a woman to submit to you if you're unwilling to submit to God. Exactly. In fact, not only is it unreasonable, it's also unsafe and unwise. Because for a woman to submit to a man who is not submitted to God, you're really asking for disaster. That's how women get taken advantage of. That's how men just fuel their dogmatic egos. That's how things start going south. So it's very important to like prioritize that relationship with God.
Make us say no.
Say no. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, you're missing out. So smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and also turn on the notification.
And this video is a video worth sharing. Share this one.
We should probably stop talking now before this video reaches an hour.
We've been talking a lot, but it's been a year, and we are grateful for you guys on this journey with us. Cheers to 1 year, and cheers to many, many, many more, because you're stuck with me now, boo.
Can I get rid of me after this? Thanks so much for joining us on this journey. We're really happy to have you with us. If there's one thing you've learned from us over the past year, please just drop it in the comments. It would absolutely make our day.
Nice. I did that on Instagram too.
I remember. It would absolutely make our day if somebody tells us in the chat something that you've learned from us, and when we look at it, we're just like, wow. We're really so happy that we got that out there. So please let us know in the chat something that you learned, or just you were just reminded of.
Yeah, that would be nice. We tried it on Instagram and it went really, really well. So we're giving the YouTube community the opportunity to do it as well. If there's anything that you learned this year from us. And if there's anything you want to see in year 2.
Let us know that too.
Okay? So no bother with it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time
on Adventures of XYZ.
Bye guys.